Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The family Chantel's Pedro Jimeno confronts huge challenges in real estate career after cheating accusations with co-workers and boss. Pedro Jimeno from the family Chantel opened up about his challenges as a real estate agent in Atlanta, Georgia. He immigrated to the United States from the Dominican Republic in pursuit of a future with his now ex-wife, Chantel Everett. Pedro had hoped for a peaceful life with his wife, but was caught off guard by family conflicts and drama. In 2021, he obtained his real estate agent license and began to prioritize his career. As he focused on his work, he stopped communicating with Chantel, leading to rumors that he was having affairs with his female coworkers and boss. Recently, Pedro posted 2 Instagram stories regarding the challenges he faces at work. In one clip from Terminator 2, he compared himself to a frozen T-1000 Terminator, joking about real estate agents not checking the weather before showing a house. In another Instagram story originally posted by @LendFriend, Pedro discussed the frustration of helping clients view several properties without resulting in a closing. He mentioned how he has helped buyers tour over 47 homes, only to have them later decide to wait for the home prices to drop. Pedro has faced many challenges in both his personal and professional life throughout the years, but he hasn't allowed anything to prevent him from reaching success. 4 years ago, when he began his real estate career, he was also dealing with problems in his relationship with Chantel. He dedicated a significant amount of time to work instead of addressing ongoing issues in his marriage. In 2022, Chantel accused Pedro of cheating on her because of his lack of communication. This accusation tainted Pedro's reputation, leading many family Chantel viewers to leave negative reviews on his real estate profile on Facebook. Fortunately, Pedro didn't let the criticism affect him. He stayed consistent and overcame all the challenges with sheer dedication and faith. Pedro not only improved his review score by helping clients, but also changed his public perception by sharing positive content with his followers. He completely transformed his image and started displaying a new inspirational personality on social media. Over the last 3 years, Pedro maintained his position as the top producer at his workplace. He has earned enough money to afford a comfortable apartment, a luxury car, and free time to reconnect with his family in the Dominican Republic. Pedro is likely to overcome these new challenges. He will not be discouraged by the weather or wasted house tours in his pursuit of success. He has shown great resilience in the past and demonstrated his talent and skill in closing real estate deals. In 2024, Pedro gained significant engagement after posting videos about real estate on Instagram. He also appeared on an official real estate podcast, showcasing his understanding of the business and expertise. The recent challenges faced by the family Chantel alum are just minor obstacles for him. Pedro Jimeno, a familiar face from 90 Day Fiancé, has certainly faced a tumultuous journey on screen, but it's in his real estate career where the stakes are higher than ever. After his highly publicized cheating accusations involving coworkers and even his boss, Pedro's career in the real estate industry has been thrown into disarray. What seemed like a promising future for the Dominican-born reality star has become a battlefield, both professionally and personally. Pedro initially entered the real estate scene with a clear ambition to build a life for himself beyond the cameras of reality TV. After his marriage to Chantel Everett unraveled amid personal conflicts and trust issues, Pedro sought to carve out his own identity, away from the shadows of his past. His journey into real estate was a calculated move, offering not just financial independence, but a way to redefine his image. With his charisma, charm, and sharp instincts, Pedro had begun to establish himself in the competitive world of real estate in Georgia. But as with many things in Pedro's life, things are never as simple as they seem. The rise of Pedro's real estate career came with its own set of obstacles. While his initial focus was to develop a reputation based on hard work and skill, rumors soon circulated about his alleged involvement with coworkers and, more shockingly, his boss. These allegations, which were leaked to the press, immediately put his professional relationships into a tailspin. In an industry where trust is everything, these accusations led to questions not only about his character, but his ability to function effectively in a team-oriented environment. The situation was exacerbated by the public nature of Pedro's private life. His marriage to Chantal, a focal point of the family Chantal, had already made them both household names. As accusations of infidelity circulated, the scrutiny on Pedro intensified. The media was quick to capitalize on the drama, further inflaming the situation and turning a personal crisis into a professional one. Despite the challenges, Pedro has not given up on his dreams. Behind the headlines and harsh public judgments, Pedro has been working diligently to salvage his career and prove that he is more than just the scandalous tabloid figure that people have come to associate him with. Rebuilding his career hasn't been easy, but it has forced him to confront not only the accusations, but his own relationship with the people around him. In his pursuit to redeem his reputation, Pedro has attempted to sever any toxic ties within his workplace. He began distancing himself from those involved in the accusations, seeking to rebuild trust with his clients and colleagues. However, the fallout from the scandal has left him with fewer opportunities and many closed doors. The real estate world is one that thrives on relationships, and trust once broken is hard to mend. Despite these setbacks, Pedro has doubled down on his skills. He's been taking additional real estate courses to expand his knowledge base and improve his ability to make informed decisions. It is clear that he is committed to re-establishing his worth in a highly competitive industry. However, the emotional and psychological toll of the cheating accusations remains ever present. The whispers from coworkers and the eyes of the public, always scrutinizing, have left Pedro grappling with how to move forward. Some have wondered if the accusations are merely the tip of the iceberg in a much larger narrative about Pedro's inability to balance his public and private lives. His marriage to Chantal, once a central storyline in the show, may have been one of the most visible examples of how the pressures of fame can seep into every aspect of a person's life. Could these allegations have been part of a larger pattern of behavior? Or were they simply the product of a difficult marriage that had already been strained by mistrust and communication breakdowns? In conversations with close friends and family, Pedro has voiced his frustrations. He openly admits that the stress of dealing with public criticism, coupled with the fallout at work, has led him to question his future in the real estate business. But despite the overwhelming pressure, he remains determined to succeed. For Pedro, it's not just about clearing his name. It's about proving to himself that he can rise above his circumstances. Chantal, although no longer the supportive partner she once was, still remains an influential figure in Pedro's life. Their divorce, which was as messy as it was public, has provided Pedro with an ongoing source of reflection and emotional conflict. While the dissolution of their marriage brought forth its own set of complications, it also allowed Pedro to examine who he truly was and what he wanted from life. Throughout this journey, one of the most striking things about Pedro's resilience has been his desire for validation. Despite all of the mistakes and missteps along the way, there's still a deep-seated desire in him to be seen as successful and capable, both in his career and as an individual. This drive, whether born from his past insecurities or simply a desire to prove his critics wrong, pushes him forward even when it feels like the world is stacked against him. The question of whether Pedro will ever fully overcome the scandal remains unanswered. While some have speculated that he may eventually pivot to another career entirely, others believe he has what it takes to reinvent himself and earn the respect of his colleagues once again. Regardless of the outcome, it is clear that Pedro Jimeno's journey is far from over. His struggles may have exposed some of his flaws, but they've also given him the opportunity to grow and learn from the very mistakes that once threatened to derail him. Pedro's story is a testament to the idea that personal failure doesn't define a person, but rather how they rise from it does. Whether he can rebuild his reputation in real estate or shift focus to a new path, one thing is certain: Pedro Jimeno has shown time and again that he is a man willing to face challenges head-on. Whether that's in love, family, or his career, it remains to be seen what will come next for him. One thing is clear: he's not backing down without a fight.